Welcome to Donna and Friends. Today I'm going to continue on with my candidates. I'm trying to get to know the candidate. I want you to get to know the candidate as well. So today I have Commissioner Rossiter in, who is currently a candidate, and your seat is, I guess, up for grabs April 7th. Seat number one. So I'm having you in today to visit with you. How are you doing, Everett?
Doing great.
Well, Everett,
I just wish I had more sunshine.
If we can get more sunshine, we'll be so happy. But time is, is moving forward. We're going to jump up forward very soon. So, in fact, when we do this, we'll probably be forward. So, here we go.
Okay.
Let's ask some questions and find out about Evert Rossiter. Now, let's just start with the basics. You may not know Evert. I think most people around town do, but what if they don't? So, Evert, let's get a little bit on your background. Let's have you talk about where you grew up.
I grew up in North Coast, California.
Okay.
Met my wife in high school, our junior year of high school. We started dating halfway through our junior year of high school. Got married 2 days after we graduated in 1969.
Okay.
Raised two boys, both of them graduates of Cushing High. And of course we lost our son a little over 2 years ago. And But other than that, we've started taking in kids when we were married 1 month. Took in our first child, and just a street kid, just needed some place to go. And we've taken in now, I think, 125 kids that we've taken in. So now we didn't have our own kids for 4.5 years after we were married. So we started having our own family. But in the 45 years that we've been married, we've almost 46 years, we've taken in 125 street kids, and some of them are foster kids, a lot of them are street kids that we've taken in to help them get a new start in life.
Well, I'll tell you what, we need a lot more of that in the world, and I commend you on that, because that's a tough thing, but that's a very giving thing to do, and how wonderful it is. And I'm sure you've had a lot of good times with those kids. You've been blessed, of course, with all kids.
Good times and bad times.
It's trying, it's trying stuff, but overall, if more people did things like that, then there would be less kids on the street with no direction.
I really think that tells you what kind of a heart that me and my wife, mostly my wife, she's the one that has to do the cooking and cleaning, and, all that. But it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of a heart that her and me both have, not only toward these kids, but if you look go way back in our background when it comes to the city of Cushing, how much our heart is in the city of Cushing.
Absolutely.
Because of all of our donations and all of our helps. And I mean, I didn't get to the little trophy a couple of years ago for Volunteer of the Year from just sitting back and doing nothing.
That was a chamber award.
A chamber award, that I was really tickled to get that. And because it does, a lot of times just a thank you goes a long ways for somebody just to say thank you. And, we're always, her and me as a team, we're always involved with helping everybody we can, whether it's, kids at school, whether it's a downtown, even the bean deal coming up, that we're doing. And all these different organizations that we help sponsor and donate quite a bit of sum of money, monetary too, not just our time, but a lot of monetary donations that we help out with the city. And I think that tells you where my heart is. My heart is in Cushing. First time we moved to Cushing from California, like I said, we got married in '69. We moved to Cushing in 1970. 71, I went to work for, a lot of the young kids don't remember, Earl Gibble.
Oh, I do.
Gibble Oil Company.
I certainly remember that as a kid.
I went to work
the Gibble Easter egg hunt.
Oh yeah, Mr. Gibble, his heart was in Cushing. And I think that's where I learned. Mr. Gibble used to take me around in his old beat up 49 Chevrolet car, and we'd go all over the place, especially out to Christine's to have lunch every day.
Wonderful place, Christine's was. Best fried chicken ever.
Best fried chicken ever,
Woo.
We would go out to Christine's and eat lunch during the day. Spend a lot of time with Mr. Gibble. And but I went to work for Mr. Gibble in late 70, early 71. and worked with Earl Gibble for a while, and then of course my wife got homesick, and her mom and her family lived in California, so we moved back to California for a while, and then we moved back to Oklahoma, back to Cushing in 1981, 82, right in there. And that's when I went to work for Kerr McGee. At that time, worked Kerr McGee till 92. In 92, I opened up Aqua Pleasures downtown. I seen a need. I seen a need for what my business is, no other business like it.
Right.
I seen a need for it, so I just jumped in with both feet and left Kerr McGee and started my business. It's been a very successful business since then.
Everett, what do you feel that you can bring, or in your case it's continue to bring because you've been doing it during your term, but what do you feel you could continue to bring to the commissioner's table?
Well, I believe that, owning your own business, number one, being able to financially keep a household going with, there again, and all the kids and stuff that we've had, because I've always had to make good money in order to support those kids. And being able to keep your household going and to, owning your own business, knowing what it takes to keep employees happy, number one. If you got happy employees, you got good employees. And it's more than just money. It's not just money. It's there again, saying thank you once in a while. Appreciate a good job that you've done. That goes a long ways. Just showing a little bit of appreciation instead of getting hammered on all the time. I wish as a commissioner, I wish I could get that. Just a thank you once in a while instead of getting hammered on all the time.
I'll say it, Everett. Thank you for being a commissioner. I'll just say it right now.
Well, I appreciate it, Donna.
Because it takes a lot of time out of your life to be a commissioner, and it's not a paid position.
It's a non-paid position. I went many miles to many cities and towns talking to their mayors. And I don't know, did you know I was on the mayor's council of Oklahoma?
I did.
Yeah, I was the first commissioner ever from the city of Cushing to be appointed to the mayor's council of Oklahoma.
And that's quite a deal.
Oh, yeah, quite a deal. So during the time that I spent with the mayor's council of Oklahoma, I was able to go and visit a lot of different cities to see what they've done. Like me and Jim was talking earlier about, our armory that we have downtown. I've seen what a lot of towns have done with their armories.
It's amazing.
And it's amazing what they've done with those armories.
Chandler being a shining example of that.
Yeah. But Tahlequah is another one, just phenomenal what Tahlequah's done with their armory. But with those, being able to travel and go and see and do with all these other mayors and city managers, the time that I've spent doing that on my own, I feel like it's given me a heads up or a leg up on, that's the reason why that I want to run again. I'd like to have another 3 years because we've got some projects started that I feel is really going to put, help the city of Cushing to do things more economically. And
that's always good news. That's always good news. We'll take that. Are you going to be participating in the 2015 Candidates Forum?
If I'm asked to.
I think that's coming up March 30th.
March 30th,
Well, I think you're on the invite list.
Well, good. I hope I'm on the invite list. I hope they haven't written me off yet. I hope the city, I hope they haven't written me off yet on that.
Right.
I'll be glad to sit in on that.
Now, recently we had something new in the way of a town hall meeting, and it was called Cushing Conversations, and two of the commissioners, Commissioner Brannon and Commissioner Amon, were there for that event. And there's talk of some future town hall meetings titled Cushing Conversations. Would you be a part of that if you were asked to be one of two commissioners there?
Sure. I was given the information on that meeting that night, but as you know, the Sunshine Law, the way it is in Oklahoma, you can only have two commissioners together in one place.
So it's kind of like two at a time.
The third commissioner would be a quorum, and that's illegal.
So we can't do that.
But sure, if they want to invite me to do a town hall, I don't have any problem with that. I think I'm one of the few commissioners, as it stands right now, that has an office especially across the street from City Hall. And I
Right?
get a lot.
Yeah, you're close.
I get a lot of the community, people in the community that, you know, they know where to find me. And they'll call the store, and if I'm not there, or they'll just stop by. I get a lot of them stop by. And I get a lot of people from the community that
Well, I know
they
myself,
appreciate
I've stopped in, and
they
you're
appreciate-
very accessible. You
They
certainly
appreciate
are.
the fact that I do have an office, and they're welcome to come in anytime they want, or call me or whatever, and you know, I'm willing to talk to everybody, so.
Well, Everett, we've got just about a minute left.
Oh, no.
I know, it goes quick.
It goes fast. Let's
So I want to ask you if there's anything you want to add to why you should be reelected for people that are watching the segment.
well, I feel like that, there's probably you're always gonna have positives and negatives. You're always gonna have people that like you and people that don't like you. And you're always gonna make decisions that you know, in one way or another, it's gonna offend some people, and other people's gonna make feel good. I would hope that I've done a good enough job in the 9 years that I've been on the commission, that even those that didn't agree with everything that I've proposed or everything I put out there, they would still like me well enough that they would vote for me, number one. But we still have things like our animal control new building that we're proposing. In fact, we're having a meeting, you know, just pretty quick.
Coming up.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And on that, and you know, I've taken the time to go to our several departments that we have in the town, and went through the departments and looked and said, what do you need? What do you know, what can we do as commissioners?
I think that's what Cushing needs to have, is a commissioner that's engaged, and I feel like you've been very engaged during your time.
I feel like I've been very
and would
engaged
continue
with it,
to
yes.
be
Oh,
that
yeah,
way as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Well, Everett, we're out of time, but
Oh,
I
no.
appreciate you taking the time.
I'd
Hey,
take
we'll be
another
talking
hour.
again. We'll be talking again, no worries, and I know you'll be at the forum. Well, you're watching Donna and Friends, and we'll be back, so don't touch your mouse.
Okay, thank you.